If you like this video, why not subscribe?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the weekly recap Q&A. That's the show where I sit in my car because it sounds pretty good and talk about the links and questions from last week that accumulated on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and email. I'm your host, and let's talk about last week. First, last week our question was story ideas come from where? I was curious about where everyone got their inspiration. And funny, a lot of people said, hey, in the shower. And ironically enough, that's where I seem to get a lot of my inspiration. Everybody says, I know this sounds kind of weird, and I felt that way too. But yeah, a lot of good ideas come while you're in the shower, in the bathroom, some people said. Some people said from friends, stories, lots of good things. So check out last week's comment section on the Q&A to see everyone's input. A lot of good places. I don't know if it helps anybody else or if we just realize, oh yeah, that's where I get my inspiration. Good stuff. This week, also, I wanted to mention there's a t-shirt update. People have asked in the past about t-shirts, and we had people on Facebook design some logos. And there's one that's actually coming as far as a sample that I'm about to receive, so that's good, which means things are rolling in that department. We should have some somewhat fairly inexpensive t-shirts for everybody if they're interested to help promote the website and the show, and if you like this kind of thing. So that's good news. Coming up this week, there's the tip episode, the Frugal Filmmaker Tip of the Month coming. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be about, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to focus on some YouTube tips that have been learning over the past couple of years that might benefit you, just some quick things. And if that falls through, I'll have something else hopefully that's moderately interesting. So, and also I want to hype the full Frugal Filmmaker episode. I kind of hinted at it before. I've talked a little bit about it on Facebook. It's coming up on June 21st. And this is an episode that I think is going to be second only to the PVC stabilizer rig as far as usefulness. I think it's a really good, I'm designing something that's modular that you can plug into a lot of different designs and will perform a certain function. And I think, like I said, I'm still waiting for some parts so I can start testing this stuff. But I believe that it's going to replace two previous rigs that I built on this show, or on the Frugal Filmmaker show, and create two new ones. So it should be a really good episode. Should be really exciting to come up with a new piece of DIY gear that is really useful. I think it'll be really useful and people will like it. Simple, I wouldn't say super cheap, not like the $5 for the PVC stabilizer rig, but you'd probably be spending about $30. But like I said, it's going to replace two previous rigs that we built and then create two new ones. So it should be good. So keep a lookout for that. That's on June 21st. Okay, remember that with the weekly recap Q&A show, that all the links from Twitter and Facebook are down below in the description. So enjoy those. There's some good ones in there, especially about audience building that everyone needs to read. So please check those out, and along with the many others. The questions this week are only two, but they're good ones. Man, I'm out of it. Okay. One comes from a kid. He says his name. He says, "Hi, I'm a 14-year-old boy looking to make films with my friends. The only problem is that I don't have too many friends that like to and are good at acting in my videos, and they are not always available. I was thinking about taking classes at the local theater center to make friends that would like to be in my videos. I obviously can't do casting calls as I'm only 14. Any ideas?" Well, first of all, I think you should put the idea out of your head that you can't do a casting call because you're 14. All you really need, you can plan the whole thing and set it up and just have an adult present and you're set. There's no reason you can't do that when you're 14. I'd see just because you say, oh, I'm just young and, no one's going to come, or, well, first of all, you don't need to talk about your age at all in your casting call. You just need to have an adult present to maybe supervise or make it more authentic, or whatever, drive you there. There was a really good series written by a friend of mine on my blog about holding auditions. It was a 3-part series with just tons of good information. I highly recommend that you read it. First learn to talk, then you can read. That's in the links below. Just an excellent 3-part series. I'm going to put the link to the first part below, and then they all kind of link together. Really good. Chris Henderson, who's a really good writer, wrote it and has lots of experience, and I suggest you read that, even if you've done auditions before. There's lots of good information, especially the part about the spy. Look for that. That's really good. Okay, next question is coming from 235 Blue Fox. He says, I'm from the old school of using 8mm film movie cameras. I have many memories that I would like to transfer to digital. I purchased what I call a copy box where the movie film is projected onto a mirror and then back projects. the movie to a frosted screen where the digital camera records the image. The trouble is, it has a hotspot from the projector lamp. Projecting on a wall, you have perspective problems. Any suggestions? This is from Tom in Australia. Tom and anyone else who's doing this, I remember those boxes, and I don't think I've ever done film to tape, as they used to call it, transfer telecine like this. However, I did Google, find a couple great links on Google that completely covers this topic on simple ways, and I'm not sure if it answers the projector bulb hotspot question, but maybe if anybody else knows how to resolve that, they can just comment below. But I did provide 2 really good links in the links section below, the comment section, that show more, expand the description. You'll be able to find all these links. There's just 2 of them, but they're really thorough, so I suggest you look at those and see if they help you, and good luck with that. So again, if anybody else has any comments for Tom, please comment below. Okay, so those are all the questions. That's all the updates. It's kind of a quick show today, but remember the blog is thefrugalfilmmaker.com. There's the Facebook group, which is a super active group, over 3,000 members. It's like a giant forum. You post a question, tons of people will answer you. Lots of great communication and community there. Twitter, @frugalfilmmaker, if you want to follow me and the links that I provide. And then the YouTube channel, which is, of course, youtube.com/thefrugalfilmmaker. So that's it. I hope everyone has a great week. If you're making movies, good luck with that. And watch for the tip show this Wednesday, and we'll see you next Monday on the weekly recap Q&A. Adios.